Kennedy situation. We gave him everything over and over again, more and more.
So it's interesting Trump brings up the Kennedy thing because that is what Anna Paulina did. It's like they released everything, as Donald Trump said. They released the 80,000 files on Kennedy. They did. That's what they have said for years was left, was 80,000 pages. Go on nationalarchives.gov and you will see there is 80,000 there for JFK. I mean, I said I've gone through most of them because many of them are repeats that build on each other. So what he's saying here is absolutely true. This is the misinformation group like Anna Paulina, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Massey, and there's some other ones. They'll surface to the top. They'll surface that are in the. You can expect this from the Democrat Party. Okay, they serve wickedness anyway, but these ones that are just trying to misinform people, and they're using these women look very different than, like, that's what stands out to me about these supposed victims is they seem very wealthy. The way they're dressed, everything, they're very groomed. So they don't look like victims to me. They're full of shit. I don't care if America doesn't like that. This is what the bad actors in the Republican Party are going to do to America. They are going to, and then they would attack people like me for saying I don't believe them. I don't care. I don't believe Marjorie Taylor Greene. I have it from day one. Okay, and I've said that from day one. Long before she showed her true colors. Anna Paulina, red flag when she started claiming we're going to make sure the rest of the JFK files get released. What JFK files? What you're going to fabricate? That's what my guess would be. You're going to fabricate things because what do they all want to protect? They all want to keep the Kennedy power in place because even though JFK was taken out, even though RFK was taken out, Ted Kennedy, the Kennedys have been all through the government for years, controlling things, and not for the better of America, just the way it is. You can believe the evil ones, but that's not wise. So that's what Donald Trump is saying here, that there will never be enough. It's the same thing with the Epstein hoax. The Democrats don't want it to ever be enough. This is what they use so they can forever run with these bullshit narratives. That's what it is. So that's why Anna Paulina showed her true colors. I mean, when you go on Rogan, that's just a red flag. It is. Rogan only had, for 8 years, Rogan could have Trump on, and he didn't because he would often say that Trump was a liar. Well, no, Rogan is the liar, okay? But, I mean, he serves the darkness of the Democrat Party. He does. I know people have fallen into his trap, but what are you going to do? That's, the devil is deceptive that way. That's what he's known for. But he didn't have Trump on until just a few days before the election. Why? Because he had to. He didn't want to. He was trying to claim he was going to vote for Trump, and look, he's not been on the right side of anything. Just hasn't. So... But when so that's a different situation. But when it comes to Anna Paulina or any of these people that end up on Rogan, I write them off. It's easy to write them off then, because they're on the wrong side. If they're getting to be on Rogan, then they're not on the right side of anything. It's just the truth. And there's other podcasters I'd say the same thing about. Yeah. Because the people that have the big platforms, they have them because they're there to mislead you. That's what the devil does. So when she went on Rogan and then started claiming this about these files, that I wondered, what the hell is she talking about? What, you know about some files, even though the government has released all of them, they're on national. Yeah, because she's going to serve protecting the Kennedys. That's you have to realize they think that far ahead. They're already planning 2028. I would say who they would hope to get in. It wouldn't matter who it is, but is RFK, because they want to keep the power of the Kennedy, dynasty. Yeah, well, that's not going to happen. God's done with that. He just is. So, I mean, you may think I'm crazy, but if you can see clearly, then it's not hard to put these pieces together. So the same thing they want to do with the Kennedy is that forever keep Americans questioning what happened, is the same thing they want to do with the Epstein bullshit. There isn't anything to be released. Was Epstein tied to intelligence? There's no evidence of that. The Democrats created an entire story, a bullshit story around Epstein, also ultimately they can go after Israel. If you look, pay attention, that's what it all goes back to. That's what Marjorie Taylor Greene serves, that's what Anna Paulina serves, that's what Massey serves, and there'll be some other ones that'll surface, there is. So, and it is horrible, a horrible look when the communist squad is standing with you. Oh, no way. That's just not a good look for the Republicans. That doesn't look like, oh, we're all bipartisan. Are you kidding me? Presley hates America. So does Ilhan Omar. So does AOC. So do most of the Democrats. If they didn't, they would have never made us endure Kennedy's bullshit. It's interesting, though. The Democrats, maybe early on, they wanted the files released about JFK. But, you know, they're really never been the people that have been calling for the release of the files. If you look. No, they know they did wrong. They know that whole situation with him was not right. That what the Kennedys were doing. And I think that's why many of them, at least the older Democrats, you know, have not really wanted to address that because, well, it's wickedness. It's wicked what the Kennedy family was doing. And many of the Democrats decide to get on board with that. I just posted a video too showing this Democrat that Presley Democrat that Presley introduces. I don't know, out of California, I forget. And she was basically saying we were sitting at a round table, Republicans and Democrats, and we were listening to these women give us their soul. I thought that's just so telling. Give us their soul. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, Donald Trump is right. The Democrats and the rhinos, the wicked, whatever, it's the same thing in my opinion. You completely display yourself as something you're not. You're low quality character and just not good people. Have all now aligned with the communist left. So none of that is good. So that should be the red flag that they are going to forever push this Epstein thing. They are going to forever push the JFK thing. I would say the JFK family itself likely has always loved that America has never known the truth because it helps them stay in power and play the victim role. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Pay attention. Stay on your guard. This is why God said, stay awake. Devil can switch things up very quickly.